Roller tight, yeah, we keep it moving. On the grind, all the time we proving. Rolling wheels under many night skies. Trucks humming, dreams are rising high. Every mile a step to a better view. Hustle hard, know the struggle's true. Gas up, switch lanes, never slow. Life on the road.
What's going on YouTube? I'm back with another video as usual, man. Been a little minute, I know, man. Been a little minute. Been handling business outside of work, you know what I'm saying? But I'm back. So, I got 43,000 pounds of jumbo paper rolls on my back. I just got up in the door. I got here at, it was what? 12:30. I got here at 12:30. By the time I got checked in and all that, it was like going on 1. By the time I got a door, I kid you not, by the time I got assigned a door, 1:37. This typically doesn't happen here. Normally I go in that door right there. Normally that's the door I go in, but I'm in a whole different door right now. But I mean, that's not a big issue. That's the point I'm making is, typically when I come here, it's pretty much back into that door right there. They come get the paperwork, I'm good to go. But that's just not how it happened. But yeah, man, so I'm gonna tell y'all what we're gonna be doing today. So I'm getting unloaded right now, and then once we leave here, we're gonna go pick up some oil. We're gonna go pick up that oil, and then we're gonna go stop at the gas station. We're gonna fuel up, grab some waters and everything, and then from there we're gonna go straight to the hotel. So this is an overnight, and in the morning we'll be dropping off that load. But this is if all goes well, because you guys already know this could go either way. It always go either way sometime. Sometimes it goes smooth like it's supposed to, and sometimes it don't. Also, I want to talk about some things about having a CDL that a couple of people have been asking me on previous videos. I've been reading comments, responding back to people, and there's some people who've been asking me questions about automatic restrictions and basically being new to trucking. So I'm going to answer a few questions. So I went back to one of my old videos where I was talking about automatic restrictions and having automatic restrictions. So I got a couple of comments underneath that video where people were asking me, will they still be able to get a job, and how does it affect them? So when you get a CDL license and you get an automatic restriction on your license, that does not mean you're not going to be able to get a job. That does not mean that you won't get hired. All that means, shit it loud. All that means is you ain't gonna be able to drive an automatic because you're not qualified to. You can only do automatic because that's the vehicle, that's the type of truck that you chose to test in. So that's the only truck you're qualified to drive. You'll still be able to get hired anywhere. We're in 2026. A lot of these companies anyway, all automatic anyway for the most part. Yeah, there's gonna be those companies here and there where they only have, manuals, or if you're trying to get into construction or hauling heavy loads, or even if you live, somewhere, in the Midwest or the West Coast where they have more manual trucks because of the simple fact there's a lot of hills and everything like that, then for the most part, yeah, you'll need a manual. But having an automatic restriction on your license, it's not a deal breaker. It's not gonna stop you. You're not gonna get paid any more or any less than someone who just got their CDL with a manual. So, shit that loud, but I'm glad they're getting to me though. So yeah, man, so it's not a deal breaker. It's not the end of the world. You can always go back and get that automatic restriction off and test in the manual, and you're good to go. But for the most part, it's not going to change nothing anyway. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to end up probably with a company who have automatics anyway, especially depending on where you live and how big the company is. Because most of these mega carriers, they're all automatics anyway. All right, another thing I want to address in another comment under another video. This video goes back to when I first started, and I was talking about is, it's so loud, it's throwing me off. Is having your CDL worth it? That was in 2024. I think I made that in 2024 or maybe 2025. I can't remember, but either way, now we're in 2026. Is having your CDL worth it in 2026? All right. What I know now, from what I used to think when I first got it, and I was having the best time of my life because it was brand new, it was fun, it was a new adventure, to now, more experience, more insight on what it really is, I'm going to say, it depends. And I'm only saying it depends because I wasn't OTR. I didn't do OTR. So I can't speak about how it is to be an OTR driver. I don't know what it's like to sleep in that truck and go park at a truck stop, sleep in that truck, get out, go take showers, come back, go back in the truck. I don't know nothing about that lifestyle. I'm a local driver. I only can speak for what I do. Now, and that's the only reason why I say maybe. Now, if I'm gonna say from what I see and from what I know and from what I think so far, from what I learned and seen and know already of OTR, even though I'm not in it physically, I see it. I'm around the people that are in it. I'm getting told about it, and it's been a couple of years now, so it's not rocket science to figure it out. Plus, being local, I'm gonna say it's still worth it. It's still worth it to get your CDL. Now, if you're trying to get your CDL to make a little money, I think that's a good way to go. If you're trying to get your CDL so you could get your own truck, I don't get too invested into the rates per se because I don't have my own truck. I don't have my own trucking company, so I'm not invested. Yeah, we're gonna move. So yeah, so I'm not invested in the rates and the brokers and all this stuff. I'm not invested in that. I'm just a person that comes to work, jump in my truck, do my job, and go home. So if you need any more information on that, I can't give it to you. Hit up your Googles, do that, or hit up somebody who you know who do drive trucks OTR and have their own trucks, and they can let you know that information. But as far as what I could tell you, I think it's still worth it to get your CDL, man. It's something to have under your belt. Let's say you're in construction right now, and that's all you've been doing. You've been doing construction for the past 15 years, and you're done doing manual labor. And you just want to, go get your CDL, drive a truck, and bump docks. Hey, you could do that and make more money doing that than what you was doing in construction, depending on how much you was getting paid. Now, a lot of people would tell you, oh, there's not no money in trucking. There's no money in trucking. I've been in trucking for such and such years. Listen to me. Don't listen to that bullshit. Because I heard that same shit, and I see a lot of people out there making mad bread. I came across a couple of people since I've been driving, make mad money driving, and they're not even doing the most. Some people is food service. That's like physical manual labor. Food service has a lot of can make a lot of money in food service because not only are you driving the truck, you're also unloading and sometimes loading the truck. But that's the trade-off. You're getting paid to do that, so you're gonna get more than basically what I do is just bumping the docks. So you're definitely gonna get paid some more. You also got the tanker division where you can hold tank, you can hold fuels, you can hold fuel, you can hold milk, water, like shit to construction sites. Propane. And that also pays well. That also pays well depending on the type of tank and what it is you're trying to do. You can hold triples and doubles, and you can make money, great money doing that. I mean, there's money to be made out in trucking. The fact is, are you willing to do it? I think when people say there ain't no money in trucking anymore, a lot of the times it'd be because a lot of those people, they're from the older generation. They're used to it being a certain way, and I'm sure the money has decreased from what they're knowing of it to be. I'm quite sure of it. I ain't gonna argue with nobody because I ain't been in the game that long to give that much information as far as that go. But coming from somebody with a construction background, a manufacturing background, I used to climb cell towers. I worked in warehouses. I never made nowhere near as much money as I'm making now driving a truck. So that's why I say in my mind, yeah, there's money to be made in trucking. On top of that, I have all my endorsements. If you get all your endorsements, you get your TWIC card, your passport, that's more leverage right there. That's more opportunity. You can have way more opportunities. Like I said, to me, in my opinion, it just all depends on what you want to do, what you're willing to do for the job. So yeah, so I don't know, man. I do believe it's still worth it to get your CDL. I don't think it's a waste of time. I think if you give it a try, if it ain't for you, cool, you could leave and go do something else. And you always got that CDL under your belt if you wanted to ever go back into the truck. So yeah, they're too loud. I don't want to walk over there. So yeah, man. So I mean, at the end of the day, you just ultimately gotta figure out what it is that's good for you. Just because I say, I believe it's still worth it in 2026, don't mean it's worth it. That don't mean it's worth it. You got to take people's information and opinions and advice with a grain of salt. I say it's still worth it because coming into it, I made more money than I ever made with any other job. So of course, for me, I'm gonna say, yeah, it's worth it. I never had an issue in trucking to where I said, you know what, fuck this shit, I'm done with trucking. So I had more positive, input since I've been with trucking than negative. I could go down a list of things I don't like about trucking and the negatives, but that doesn't negate the fact that I still think it's worth it, because at the end of the day, I do this for money. I'm not passionate about driving. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you guys like I am passionate about driving. I enjoy driving. I do enjoy driving. It's not something I just sit there, but oh man, I gotta drive. Sometime when I'm in my own car, I get like that, but for the most part, I don't mind driving because it's not something I'm physically have to, it's not like I'm pulling rocks and I'm climbing ladders, up and down ladders. I'm just sitting there pulling the truck, man. So, listening to my podcast or to my music and just going where I gotta go. And to me, it gets enjoyable. Sometimes it gets boring. It just all depends. But at the end of the day, I do believe it's still worth getting a CDL in 2026. So those were the two main videos that I went back to, because I kept seeing a lot of comments from those videos keep popping up. And I say, yeah, I gotta respond to these, man, because maybe there's, if people are coming to these videos from almost 2 years ago, then I gotta keep talking about this, man, because I'm gonna keep getting asked these questions. So if you're new here, hopefully I gave you some input on if it's worth getting a CDL in 2026. Yeah, man, at the end of the day, you just gotta do what you gotta do for you, because I could tell you it's worth it, and you get in it, and you see what it's like. You're like, yo, it ain't worth it. I don't know what he talking about. Or, someone else could tell you, hey, it ain't worth it. And you go in it anyway. You're like, man, this is some of the best shit I ever did. I love this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, just take what people say with a grain of salt. At the end of the day, you gotta make decisions for you. You have to be the one to decide what's best for you, no matter what nobody says. No matter what nobody says. You have to make the choices for you. Yeah, advice and input is all good too, but you do what's best for you, man. So, yeah, man, so I'm going to let them continue getting me loaded up. I'm going to go find somewhere to use the bathroom, and we're going to get out of here when I'm done getting unloaded. All right. So I'm out the door now. That didn't take too long, man. So basically, I'll say a half an hour, maybe 40 minutes. So where we're going to from here, it's about a good 45, 50-minute ride, but they're doing a lot of road work. And on top of that, the timing it is right now, so we could get there a little bit over an hour or within an hour. So, I don't know. But, we're going to get there. So, yeah, man, let's get it going. Go pick up this oil load. So I made it. I got here within an hour, nice and smooth. The traffic was smooth. Look at this nasty shit, man. Piss. And you drivers wonder why we get a bad rep, man. A lot of times, places don't want to let us use their restrooms because they think truck drivers are nasty. And a lot of truck drivers are nasty. Hey, come on now. If you're a truck driver, you know this already. And you yourself may not be nasty, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not nasty. But I'm not going to pretend like I don't see a lot of shit out here. Literally. Alright, so we are open, so I'm going to go check in so that way we can get up out of here. Oh, he's trying to beat me to the door. So, before when you used to come here, you would check in on a machine and then you would go to the window. Now you just check in on a machine and then they call you when they're giving you a number. Well, a door. All right, man. So we're checked in. I use the bathroom. I like using the bathroom here because it's real clean. They got soap. They always got soap. They always got paper towels. The floor is clean. The toilet is clean. It smells nice. But yeah, this is what it looked like out here. Got another truck coming in. Yeah, so I'm just gonna sit here and they're just gonna send me a text and let me know what door to get in. And then once we get that text, we'll get in the door.
Ride with time. Yeah, we keep it moving. On the grind, all the time we're proving. Rolling wheels under midnight skies. Trucks humming, dreams are rising high. Every mile, step to a better view. Hustle hard, know the struggle's true. Gas up, switch lanes, never slow. Whoa. Life on the road, watch my fortune grow. Whoa. Hands steady, eyes sharp, keeping tight. Whoa. Truckers light, pushing through the night. Whoa. Real ride with time, ride through the storm. Keep on grinding, keeping warm. Every stop, every low we bear. Better lives waiting out there. Days blur, but the vision's clear. Families waiting, dreams draw near. Hard work pounds like the engines beat. No rest for those who claim the street. Gas up, switch lanes, never slow. Life on the road, watch my fortune grow. Hands steady, eyes sharp, keeping tight. Truckers life, pushing through the night.
Got this phone up. Alright, so it says to go back inside after I'm in the door. So I'm in the door now, so I'm gonna go back inside because I guess maybe they do get the paperwork now once you back into the door. Which kind of defeats the purpose of them doing it this way, because typically that's how we do it. We go in, we sign the little tablet thingy, sign in. You sign your paper for your paperwork, and then you go beyond your way in your door. And now they're telling me sign in, back in my door, and then come back in, which is kind of defeats the purpose. But the last few times I was here, they had me sign in, I wait around for a door, they text the door, I back in the door, and then when I turn green, then I come get the paperwork. So they're doing it all types of ways. But let's see what's good. Let's see what's good. So basically now I have to sit inside and wait. They no longer let you sit inside the truck. When they load you, you have to wait. So I'll be sitting right here. I'll be sitting right here waiting for them to load me up before I can get back in my truck. Because they don't want nobody to drive off. I guess it's some new thing. All right, man. So I ended up coming outside for a little bit, but I was chopping it up with some driver. He was mad cool. Alright, so this is our load right here. This is what it's looking like. So let's shut these doors up. Weighing in at 42,777 pounds. We got some engine oil. Motor oil and engine oil. Same shit, right? Gonna shut these doors up. And I got the red seal. We're gonna throw that seal on there. Man, it's beautiful out here today. Make sure I'm locked up there. Bow. And we're locked. Let's get it. Yeah, man. So beautiful out here. Alright, so now we're gonna go fuel up and fuel up. Once we get fuel, we're gonna head straight to the hotel, and that's gonna be the night. And we gotta get ready for tomorrow, baby.
Yeah, we on the grind, keeping that wheel turning every mile we climb. Early morning rise, the daylight's breaking through. Got that cargo loaded up, I'm chasing something new. Yeah, I always call my name, I'm riding for my fam. Every mile I'm grinding, got a master plan. Yeah, through storms and nights alone, I keep my focus tight, fueling dreams with every stop. I'm ready for the fight. Keep pushing on the road, no matter how it goes. Life's a long haul, yeah, that's the truth we know. Grinding every mile, building up my life, trucking with my heart through all the struggle and strife. Tires rolling steady, radio's my friend. In this trucking life, got the hustle to the end. Every city's a new chance, every load's a fight, but I'm driving for a future song.
Alright, so I'm locked up. I just got to the hotel. Nice smooth ride here. No traffic. Just gonna check my other doors, so I'm good. So this is the first time I got here, and I came here and there's just a bunch of other trucks. Got 4 other trucks besides mine. So yeah, man. So I'm about to go get checked in. I'm gonna go to the gym once I get checked in too. It's nice out here still. It's still nice out. Don't even need my big jacket. Alright, so I'm on 326. They got me on the 3rd floor this time, man. Goodness. I hate being on the 3rd floor. It takes too long to get down in the morning. 26. Alright, let's get it. Well, most of the 3rd floor, they have 1 bed. Lights, camera, action. Most of the 3rd floors have 1 bed though, so I probably got 1 bed. Yep, I do. It's dark in here. Goodness. Where's the light? Put that over there. Need some light up in this place. And I guess that one could stay off. But yeah, man, all right, let me put my things down. We'll get the room tour going. All right, so you guys know I love giving y'all the room tour as if this is my crib. But let me show y'all what it looked like though. So when I first come in the door, got the microwave and the fridge. It's crazy how you walk in and boom, there it is right there. Then this is the bathroom. They got some shampoo and soaps and everything, some wipes, face wash. I ain't using that stuff. That stuff typically breaks me out. Got the nice shower. I can't wait to jump in there. Closet. And what I like too when staying at these hotels, they give you a laundry bag, so I could put my dirty clothes in that bag, so I don't have to have it touch the clean clothes in my, my travel bag with my hygiene and my other fresh clothes in there. We got the king bed. I'm gonna fall out right there, and if there was 2 beds, what I typically do is I'll pull the sheets back and I'll see which bed looks more comfortable and cleaner for me to sleep in. I don't know why I'm just like that, man. And TV always watches me. That's a fact. Yeah, a little more light. So that's the room. That's the room from that view. And from this view, I don't know if you guys can see, but straight ahead right there, like literally straight right there, that's actually Buffalo Wild Wings. So, but I don't eat that stuff. But yeah, I just noticed it. We got a Motel 8. No, a Super 8 right there on that side. Super 8's right there. And yeah, that's just the roof, man. So, yeah. But this is the room. Not much else to it. But check it out, you guys. I got to get up at 4 a.m. to start getting ready, so that way we can go bring that load back to the yard. I thought maybe I was going to drop that load off, get unloaded, but that's not what's happening. I'm actually going to drop that load off at the yard, and then we're going to move from there. Not quite sure yet. But nonetheless, man, we got to get up for 4. We got to be in that truck and on the road by 5. I'll see y'all in the morning. Don't oversleep. Good morning, good morning. I'm glad to see you guys here nice and early with me. Nobody was late. I appreciate that. So I know they typically open breakfast around 6 o'clock. I got to leave out for 5, but they was putting some stuff up already for the breakfast. So I was able to grab me 3 blueberry muffins and I made a coffee to take with me because I know I'll probably stop either before I get to the yard or after. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop this load off at the yard, and then once we drop this load at the yard, we're gonna pick another trailer up at the yard and we're gonna just continue our day, man. I don't know if I'm gonna go to Claremont and do some recycling or if I'm gonna do something else, but I'll know that when I get there. So I'm gonna beat these muffins down and then we're gonna get out of here. I'm hungry. So I know I told you guys I was gonna drop the trailer, that load back off at the yard, and then I was gonna go do something else, but nope. So what I've been doing is dropping off that Napa load. So I'm here at Napa. Got the guys working on the dock, but no one here to check me in. But I think I got one of the guys over there trying to look for someone that could check me in. So once I get checked in, I'm gonna get a door. I've been here like 2 times, I think, 2 times. It's been since last summer. I hate coming here because in the parking lot when I'm backing in, there's cars everywhere, so I gotta really watch out for the cars. But they went to go find somebody, so I'm just basically still waiting around here. There's a bathroom right here behind me, so I'm probably gonna use the bathroom real quick. And hopefully by the time then, someone's over here to check me in. So just like I suspected, as soon as I got out the bathroom, they told me what door. So I'm gonna go in door 9. I'm not sure what door that is from over this way, but I'm sure it's between those box trucks. In between one of those few box trucks, I'm sure of it. All right, besides the fact that I have to back with all these goddamn cars, I have to back in from over there, but you see all these cars, little room to work with. Even in the front where that little space I'm gonna have to use up, you're gonna be able to see how even still over there is not really a lot of space. Like it's enough space, but it's gonna be so tight, especially depending on if there's any cars that decided they wanted to park a particular way. That's gonna prevent me from even, you know, getting in the door the way I want to or need to. Yeah. I always just throw the sail in the back every time I break a sail because I know there's times where they want to verify the load, but hopefully the back end is good, man. Let's get it. Power Chalk. This is fancy. Look at that. This is some fancy stuff. Power Chalk. This can't fit in there, so I'm gonna have to put it right here. Yeah, that's locked in. Hold up. Yeah, that ain't going nowhere now, baby. It's like a sensor probably. Alright. So now, the waiting game. I don't know how long it's gonna take. Last time I was here, that I can remember, it took maybe almost 3 hours to get out of here. The light was already red. And I'm looking on both sides. Both lights are red. So I don't know if they stay red and then when it goes green, when I'm done, it goes green. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I've been here twice. I cannot remember how they do this here. But what I do remember, getting out of here too, it was kind of a bitch because when I pulled out, I had to go all the way around the back, bust a U-turn, and go back out the front. But when I bust that U-turn, there's mad trailers in the back. Then on top of that, it's like a drop. And I'm looking back there now, I see a bunch of snow piled up. So I'm probably gonna walk over there to see if there's enough space for me to turn around back out there. Or what I also could do is, when I'm done here, I could pull all the way up, and then I can back up. And as I'm backing up, I could position my truck as if I'm backing up towards the back and then go. But I don't know if I'm gonna have enough space to do that either because there's cars on this side and also there's a gate right here. So I don't know. That's gonna be my plan for right now, planning my exit. So I'm gonna get to that. I don't know how long we're gonna be in this door. Like I said, last time I was here, it took a while, man. I sat here for like a good 3 hours the last time around. I'm hoping I don't sit here that long. But yeah, man, so once we're done here, get empty. We're gonna go drop this empty off, and we're gonna go do a drop-in hook. We're gonna drop this empty and pick up a recycling, and then back to the yard, and that's the day. So, yeah, I'm gonna figure out how I'm getting out of here. Alright. Yeah. Man, I'm so glad that truck got out of here, so that way I didn't have an issue getting out, because I would have been still trying to back up, pull up, until I was able to angle my trailer to the back. But like I said, it would have been a little bit challenging because of that truck, all those cars, and then there's also a gate over there with like some kind of electrical system, so that would have been in the way. I would have got out because that's how I got out before, but it just would have took way longer. And then I would have had to go. Yeah, it just would have took way longer. So glad I didn't have to do that. Yeah, this is one of those places I hate coming to. Hate it. All right, we're locked, we're loaded. So we're gonna go do a drop and hook, and that will be our day, man. So journey continues. Let's get it. So check it out, you guys. I'm in the pen now. Dropped the trailer, parked the bobtail in the pen for the night, and I'm out of here, man. Listen, you guys, I need y'all to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know every time I drop a new video. Hype the video up, hype the video up, hype the video up. And I'll see you guys in the next one, baby.